People wonder if I do adult comedy. I do a little bit, but there's really only so much I can do with Social Security and IRS. So what you're about to hear is the upper limits, the upper bounds of my adult comedy. I mentioned before that I've been a missionary in West Africa, and where I was, it was very National Geographic-ish. They were way ahead of the curve as far as gender equality and upper body attire was concerned. And so while many wives would be rather guarded and jealous in that kind of situation, you watch your rise because I'm watching your rise. Not my wife, Heather. She found it humorous. I would be driving along, she'd be in the passenger seat. She would find the oldest, largest, most gravity-inflicted woman she could find. And she would say, "Hey Dave, look over here." Now, this is West Africa. I'm expecting to see 3 people, 4 goats, and 5 chickens on a moped. So I'm like, what? Oh! Don't do that! We were out in a village one time. We're all in a circle. We're singing, we're worshiping, we're clapping. Maybe some tambourines, I don't know. But we're having a good time. And meanwhile, this lady in her mid-60s, dressed in traditional village half attire, comes walking by. She sees, she's liking the music, she's liking the singing, and she just walks out in her midst, starts doing traditional African dance. I leaned over to my wife and said, "Well, never thought I'd see topless dancing in church." But then the craziest thing I think that happened was I was out in the village for the very first time, and this lady named Florence, she was a Christian lady. We had hired her to do cooking and cleaning. She was going around with me. We're meeting people for the first time, and we come to this one hut, and again, there's this lady sitting there dressed in, like I said, traditional village half attire, and you can tell by the look in her face, she doesn't feel well. My guess was she had malaria, but Florence, and she starts talking, and I can tell Florence is saying, "Well, now, what's wrong? How are you? You seem like you're not feeling well, etc., etc." And then all of a sudden, Florence reaches her hand out and puts it on this woman's chest to see if she has a fever. There's culture shock and there's culture boom. This was the latter. And I know I'm not supposed to do this as a missionary, supposed to be calm and composed and all this stuff, but all I can do is drop my jaw, turn my head, and look at her as if to say, "What in the name of third world Africa are you doing?" And she just looked back to me as if to say, "What, you don't do this in America?" Now, all you husbands, don't try that at home. I've told you about my dogs. Daisy, my passive-aggressive coonhound, and Benny, my aggressive Labrador retriever. Well, walking them together is kind of like being pulled by a rhinoceros while dragging a boulder at the same time. Because Benny will be out in the front going, "Get the bird, get the bird, get the bird." And meanwhile, Daisy's behind me going, "Now, why does this blade of grass smell like Bermuda when it's clearly Kentucky bluegrass?" So I'm walking them together, and they're driving me nuts. I'm out there cussing like a Christian sailor. "What? Dagnabbit! Damn, will you get the freak over here?" I sound like an Elton John song. "Benny! Benny! Benny! Give me a rest!" And then it's so cold in my mind, I've started a debate with Charles Darwin. "Oh yeah, well, if evolution were true, why did humans lose fur, huh, CD? Tell me that, because my completely numb hands aren't helping me survive right now, let me tell you." And so finally we get to this little path in the forest. Benny's in the lead. He just stops, looks around, just taking in the view. I'm going nuts back there. So finally I say, "Benny, go!" So he peed. But of all the craziest things that happened to me, I think this is the craziest. I do acting for our church for 4- and 5-year-olds. And after a period of time being one of the major actors, I said, "Hey guys, in this next series, make me one of the minor characters." So they made me Jesus. Y'all might want to, you thought Glenn had to scoot back last month, you might want to clear the business. Anyway, how the church is still standing this day, I don't know. So when I'm playing the part of Jesus, I have this wig, beard, mustache thing, and I look and feel a whole lot more like Blackbeard the pirate, than he is Son of God. So Wednesday night, I'm out in the hallway, not in costume at all, One of the girls from our Bible class walks by with her family. She stops, she turns, she looks up to me with big wide eyes. She says, "I know who you are. You're God." My somewhat panicked response as a not so mysterious clap of thunder rolled in the background. No, you don't understand. I'm Jesus. Finally, a word from our sponsor. Do you suffer from weird interpretation syndrome? I'm like a bird, only fly away. I don't know where my phone is. I don't know where my phone is. Not this time, I got it right here, man. Well, then try Maximum Strength Hear It All. Recommended by 4 out of 5 doctors whom we pay to recommend it. Warning side effects include scary things that we don't understand. Now, you can finally go eat.